Let us pay respect to Triple Gem. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภคะวาพุทธังภคะวันตังอาภิวาเทมิสวาคาโตภควตาธัมโมธัมมังนามัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภควโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามิทันธรรมยังพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโตโอภาคณมการังการโรมาเซนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ bow 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 let's everyone pay respect to a teaching monk together bow 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 let us begin our meditation. Meditation is utmost important and necessary for every life because we are under the control of the three natures. Any nature that able to seize the moment and possess the mind, they will bring in their type of energy to power and run their systems. If the bad nature able to seize the moment, they will bring in the bad energy, which are impurities that power and run the bad system to degrade your elements, creating troubles for us. Therefore, it is necessary for us to study and make understanding to live together with the good nature, because the good nature it is only the good nature that will be able to bring in the good energy that will create happiness, prosperity, success, and fulfillment, correctness, and beautifulness. Create those things in our life. In order for us to live within the good system, for the good system to bring in the good and pure energy, for the good energy to flow inside of us, the Lord Buddha have taught that monks may you intend to know clearly in the body, feeling, thought, and emotion, for the purpose to eradicate the desires and aversions of the worlds. The Buddha taught since the very foundation that in order to be with the good system, we must intend. For example, when we go to study, when we go to school or study a meditation method, the method could tell you to intend to perceive your legs, your right leg, left extend step, your left leg, left extend step, right, left extend step. Why? Why do they teach like this? The first have to intend. Intend at your feet at every posture, or intend to feel your belly, the expanding and contracting, or intend to know of your breath, the in breath and exhale. Nah, inhale short, you know that's short. Inhale long is long. Or you can use the mantra or visualization. All of these different methods require you to intend. Wherever you intend, your mind will be placed at that intended location. If we intend to know our breath, our mind will be placed in our nostril. If we intend of expand, contract, the mind will be placed at our belly. Wherever the mind is placed, we enter that place to perceive of that place. The state, the sphere of awareness will arise at that location, at the location that the mind is placed. Because nature or Dhamma cannot arise anywhere else but only in the mind. Wherever we place the mind into, we will then enter that space to perceive. The sphere of awareness, which is the state of awareness, will arise at that location. It's a sphere that allows you to perceive, to recollect, to remember at that location. Well, at that location, there will be good energy flowing in from that location through the brightness of the bright state of awareness continuously. When the good energy flows in at that location will be cleansed it to be clean and pure, cleansing the elements that block and shroud. When these elements that block and shroud are eliminated, we are able to enter its inner space at that location. If we intend at our feet, lifting our left leg, right leg, we can enter the space, the dimension of that location. If we intend to know our belly, intend to know the expanding and contracting, we will know of the sensation, and the inner space of this location will open up to perceive deeper. If we intend to know our breathing, we will know of that location. That location will be cleansed to be pure. Wherever you intend, the mind will be placed there and the good energy flow in at that location to cleanse, that location to be clean, to be pure. Once it's clean and pure, we can enter the refined dimension of that location. Once we have entered it, awareness will evolve into thorough awareness continuously. You are able to perceive the entirety of that inner space, knowing thoroughly of that space continuously. The good energy will stream in from the bright sphere of thorough awareness, the sphere that allows you to know thoroughly of that space. And that energy will cleanse every particle of that space to be clean, to be pure. Once pured, once purified at a certain level, able to cleanse the impurities which are the darkness, able to cleanse them away. At that location where I intend to know will become bright. Wherever you intend, that intend location will be bright. If you intend to know your belly will be bright. If you intend to know the nostril, the inner nostril will be bright. When you intend and it's bright at that location, but you are not able to see the source of that brightness. I'm just able to see the brightness. Know that it is bright. Bright all around. We are in that dimension. That space that we're in is bright. Bright entirely entirely of that space. We then intend to know clearly continuously, still there. Awareness is sati. Thorough awareness is called sampachanya. The good energy that flows in will cleanse out the impurities, decreasing them. Once impurities have decreased from brightness, it will then evolve into the bright sphere, and you realize that, oh, this brightness came from this particular bright sphere. It will suddenly appear. In reality, this bright sphere already exists at that location, but the elements that hide and shroud uh, get the impurities hide and shroud this thing. That's why we need to cleanse out the elements that hide and shroud it completely. Once it's entirely depleted, clear out, then we will start to see. We are able to perceive, to know, able to see, to perceive, to know. But this bright sphere, but not bright sphere, but not clear, because there are the elements that hide and shroud the clarity, the clearness of that sphere. So we have to intend to know for the state of awareness and thorough awareness to bring in the good energy from the center of the brightness of the sphere of thorough awareness to cleanse out the elements that hide and shroud. Now, the elements that hide and shroud is refined than the one before, cleansing it all out. Once it does that, the bright sphere will evolve into a bright clear sphere. It will evolve like this, process by process. You'll see a clear bright sphere, but you cannot do anything with it yet. You are not able to control it, cannot mastermind it. Uh, so whatever method you use to get to this point, keep on using the same method, don't have to change. The good energy will stream in to cleanse out the impurities that are the elements that hide and shroud that are refined than the purest one. These things are the one that locked. We had to clear out this thing that locked. Once these impurities are all gone, we will then be able to control this bright clear sphere, to expand it, to decontract it, to be bigger, be smaller, to move it forward, backward, upward, downward, leftward, rightward. We can do all of it. Once we can do all of this, then we just move this Ukaha Nimitta. Now this sphere is called Ukaha Nimitta. This clear bright sphere that you can control, we call it Ukaha Nimitta. Once and we move this clear bright sphere into the center of our belly at the seventh base of the mind. At the center of our belly, above our navel level to finger width, not at the center, okay, not at the walls of your belly. Some people don't know the seventh base of the mind. That's why Prajna say this. Imagine you have two strings, one tug from the belly button all the way back, and the other one from the left to the right. These two strings make a cross intersection at the same level, at the navel level. This is the sixth base of the mind. The seventh base, you must elevate this point to finger width. Once we have moved it, from the first base of the mind, at the opening of our nostril, the second base, at the eye duct. For the woman is left side, for the man is right side. The third one is the center of your skull. The fourth base is you move down to the roof of your mouth. The fifth one, you move it down further, just above your Adam's apple. The sixth base, you move it straight down to the center of your body at the at the intersection of the two strings at the navel level, and then you move upward to finger width upward. That is the seventh space of the mind. This is for those who have placed your mind at seventh space of the mind already. Then there's no issue. Just intend to know of that location continuously until it is clear and pure. The Dhamma sphere will arrive from the sixth space to the seventh space and pull us in toward the inner process, automatic process within. Inside the Dhamma sphere. Inside the Dhamma sphere entirely are the automatic system of the good nature. The system of the good nature is automatic. But if you haven't yet attained the Dhamma sphere, everything will have to be us who have to intend to know, so it cleanse, and then move each sphere, the clear bright sphere to the location of the location that you intend it to be. Great teachers and masters, at a time that we haven't attained the Dhamma sphere within yet, our great teachers and masters have taught us to place our mind at the seventh space of the mind. Don't have to place it elsewhere. And it is not it is not going against what the Buddha have taught. No, it does not, because the seventh space of the mind is the location that is the opening of the door that heads straight toward Nibbana. It's an important location. We can call it utmost important, the most important, because humanity does not know that this the location that will head straight toward the path of enlightenment. They don't know where is it. When they don't know, it's difficult for them to practice to do. They will use the jhana method. Now, the first jhana, the second jhana, the third jhana, the fourth jhana, and then what else? We then have to go up to the eighth jhana. After which eighth jhana, what else? They don't know. It's like the Aladapod and Rukadapod, the two teachers of the Buddha before enlightenment, that the Prince Siddhartha, until he attained enlightenment as the Buddha, he go and study with these two masters, study until the eighth jhana, and don't know what else to do afterward. Then the great being have to discover for himself, search for himself until able to attain the Dhamma sphere within at the seventh base of the mind, at this location. Then he know that the location is very important. But if it's so important, why is it not in the Buddhist scripture? Because in the Buddhist scripture, more than 2,500 years ago, have been erased away. This teaching, so many teaching that originally was there, there's only now a little bit left remaining. Mostly are left out or cut away, especially the seventh base of the mind. Until Great Master Luang Pu was able to bet his life on the practice to be able to attain the middle way within through the seventh space of the mind here. This location is the most important location. Only the special community that knows and understand and accept. Great teachers and masters have taught us to attain, to see. They they tell us to open up our eyes a little bit. They tell us to open our eyes a little bit, meaning to close our eyes very softly, just by simply our eyelashes touching, enough for the light to enter, for the light to enter inside, because for our ability to see inside the inner world, it requires the brightness, just like outside, just like the world outside. We have eyes, but there's no light we cannot see. The inner world is the same too. The inner world we are not yet able to attain the inner eye, but if there is the brightness, then you're able to see something. But now when it's still dark, we have to rely on the light outside to help us. That's why we need to open up our eye a little bit so it's easy for us to see. But what are we seeing here? Seeing the seven space of the mind. Seeing the two strings crossed together above the two finger width is the place, is the home of the mind. Intent to know of the small sphere or the crystal sphere at that location, at the seventh space of the mind. The opening of our eyes a little bit here will help us be in the opening between the inner world and the outer world. Will not go into the inner world just yet, because if we enter into the inner world, and if the bad nature waiting for you inside, then they will bring you the hindrances, which are sleepiness, drowsiness, haziness, blurriness, and trap you there. When we entered inside, this blurriness, haziness will then appear. Therefore, we will be at the door right here, at the fence between the inner world and the outer world, and intend to know clearly. For the for the sphere of awareness, to bring in the good energy, to cleanse all the impurities out of the bad nature, to cleanse them, to be softer and to decrease in amount. Once it is decreased, and when we enter the inner world, the blurriness, haziness will no longer be there. This is the benefit of opening up our eyes a little bit. But while we are, but in terms of using the mantra, the great teachers taught us a technique that in using the mantra Samma Arahang, use, use the mantra that came from our deepest, most refined inner consciousness. The mind is the element of success. If you intend the mind to be refined, tell the mind to be refined. Then you enter refinement. If you intend tell the mind uh, that the mind came from the innermost consciousness, then you connect with the one who knows us deep down there. If we intend tell the mind to come from the innermost consciousness, refine inside, then we will connect with that point And then we can then use the mantra Sammarahang that come from that location. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Samarang here is the name of a form, meaning it's a name that you call accordance with the property. Name that you call the property. The inner world, regardless if it's outside world or inner world, comprised of form and name. Form is the container, it's a packaging. The form of the wholesomeness is all the same. It's crystal, sphere, clear and bright. But if it's a bad nature, it is black and dark. Sphere, a sphere, black and dark, all the same. Now, all the tools of the bad nature is black and dark. All 84,000 tools of the bad nature also black and dark. 84,000 different tools of the good nature, all clear and bright. All sphere, clear and bright. But if it's all the same, but the thing that's different is the property inside the sphere. Now, the name that we call the sphere is in accordance with the property that is contained inside the sphere. Just like we buy orange juice, we buy soda. Now there's a orange flavor, there's lime flavor, there's many color. Now orange, purple, green, red color sodas. All is container. Now the container is the same, but the inside of it, the liquid inside, is different. If we want to call this Fanta, this soda that is brown, we call it Coca-Cola. This soda that is clear, we call it Sprite. The bottles are the same, but inside, what's contained inside are different, and we call it differently. The sphere of loving kindness is one. The sphere of compassion is the other. The sphere of equanimity is the other. Now, all are property inside the sphere, but the sphere is all clear and bright, all the same. Same with the property inside our mind too. The Dhamma sphere, the Dhammaka body, Samarang is the same. Samarang is the name that is the property, is a state, exists inside the Dhamma. This name means or is a monk who practice will practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be far from all defilements and impurities. The name is the state. Name or nama is name. Name is the name of the property. Name is the property. When we when we utter a name, we call the property. The key point here is the properties. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. The monk who practice well, practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be far and away from all impurities and defilements. When we utter their name like so, this Buddha, this monk appear. The other not right. This monk, the monk that have this property will appear, come together. When we utter their name, right at that moment, this monk appear in accordance with the property. It cannot be else other things. It must be this one. Therefore, for when the monk appear as we call their name, the property arises is accordance with the name. Then once we call the name, they appear. Once they appear, because they are the one who have utmost power, or the knowing one, the powerful one. Once they appear, they not appear without doing anything. They appear together with our elements, feeling, perception, mental formation, consciousness, fire, water, earth, wind, air, space, heart, and soul, to cleanse them to be clean, clear, pure, and bright. Cleansing impurities, sorrows, cleanse them out completely. But there's a lot of impurities. Uh, each one have a lot of impurities. So we can fix it up until a certain level. So the inner Buddha can help us. But while we helping us, while we don't know that we are liberating from one level to the next, because we rely on them, we don't know, we don't see, we don't know that the inner operation mechanism, how they're working, how they are improving us to be better. We don't know how they work because our mind is very crude. It's hard to perceive these things. When the inner Buddha appear, they cleanse and improve, help liberate you. Not only that, they also expand to fuse and merge together with your physical human body, merge together, becoming one, to protect, look after, take care you. But why does this monk have to help us? Because this monk is our true self. Once the inner Buddha is our true self, then we are like a doll. That's why they have to take care, look after, protect us. Now this doll, because they rely on this doll, this human body, they possesses inside this human body to operate, to help aid, support. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Every word of our mantra, the Buddha emerges continuously one after the other. Every Buddha that emerges, expand and merge together with yourself, with the human body, helping, supporting all the time. which of them is for us and them to be one entity, because to allow them to be able to help us at the maximum of their ability for maximum outcome, which we also wish to be one with them already. When things are like this, then let us fuse and merge ourselves and them to be one entity by donning the feeling. Just like a actor actresses, when they want to act something out, any character, they have to don the feeling to become that character. Think of that character. When you think of that character, the thought and emotion of that character, then of that type of people that have character appear inside the mind. Once appear inside the mind, then it will present their their properties for the mind to know. The mind is your tool to know whatever the mind perceive, you perceive the same. The mind, whatever the mind perceive, the actor will perceive that. Once the actor perceives that, they can don those feeling and act to become that character. We use the same principle here to don the feeling that I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. Our entire body, all is the crystal Dhammakaya body that is bright, clear, cooling, and pure. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. I am the monk who practice will practice diligently. Practice for the purpose to be free, far and away from all impurities and sorrow. Our entire body is the crystal Dhammakaya body that is bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. From the top of our head is glass clear and bright of the Dhammakaya body. Have a lotus clear, bright, shiny on top. Our face is the face of the Dhammakaya, crystal Dhammakaya. Now our eyes is the eyes of the crystal Dhammakaya body. Our eyes closed gently, have a face with a gentle smile on it. Our forehead, nose, mouth, cheeks, neck, all are the crystal Dhammakaya body. That's bright, shiny, clear, clean, and pure. Our shoulders, both our arms, all the way down to the tips of our fingers, all is the crystal Dhammakaya body. That is shiny, bright, clear, cooling, clean, and pure. Our chest, our uh, belly, and our back, all is the crystal Dhammakaya body. That is shiny, bright. Our hip, thighs, knees, calf, all the way down to the tip of our toes is the crystal clear Dhammakaya body. That is shiny, bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. Our entire body is the crystal Dhammakaya body. That is bright, shiny, clear, cooling, clean, pure. Our mind is the element of success. Whatever we tell the mind to, the mind will make it a reality. The Dhammaka body exists already inside of us. Each one have their own. They are the one who take care the good system. They are our true self. They are the one with utmost of wisdom, utmost of purity, and utmost of compassion. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Uh, each Buddha emerges from the center of our body and fuse and merge ourselves and themselves to become one entity. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. Our entire body is the crystal Dhammaka body. That shiny, bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. From the top of our head and face, neck, shoulders, all the way down to our waist is the crystal clear Buddha body. That's shiny, bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. Our entire body, from the top of our head, our face, our shoulders, both our arms, our the tips of our toes, all is the crystal clear Dhammaka body. That is shiny, bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. When we fuse and merge ourselves and our body with to be one with the Dhammaka body, then let's fuse and merge our mind with the Buddha's mind to become one too. For us to be able to fuse and merge our body with our mind with the Buddha's mind, it is necessary for us to know they are with us inside our center. What are they doing? The inner Dhammakaya body, crystal clear body, which is the one who knows, the one with capabilities, the one who take care of the good system. They are in the center of our body. They are uh, purifying, liberating through meditation, bringing the mind to a stop, to a still, to fix and clear out all the impurities inside our elements to be clean and pure. When they are bringing the mind to a stop, to a still, we will also bring our mind to a stop, to a still as well. Whatever they are doing, we will do the same as they are. Let us bring our mind to a stop, to a still, soft in a relaxing, light and comfortable way. Stop within stop, still within stillness, soft, light, comfortable, in the center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness. Soft in a relaxing, light and comfortable way. Clear, cooling, clean and pure. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness. Soft in a relaxing, light, comfortable way. In the center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness. Light in a relaxing, soft, comfortable way. Clear, cooling, clean, pure, bright. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness in the center of the center, center of the center, center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness. Light in the center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind. In the center of the center, center of the center, center of the center. Not go left, not go right, not go in front, not go at the back, not go up, not go down. To the center of the center, center of the center. Center of awareness, center of stop, center of still continuously. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness in the center of the Buddha that emerging continuously, one after the other. Emerge to fuse and merge our body with their body to become one entity. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness to the center of the Buddha. Center our body, center our mind continuously. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness to the center of the center, center of the center, center of awareness, center of stop, center of stillness continuously. To the center of our body, center of our mind, center of the Buddha. Stop within, stop. Still within stillness to the center of the center, center of the center. We just bring our mind to head straight toward the path of enlightenment. In the center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind. Our mind is the element of success. Whatever you intend the mind will make it so. Will then appear in the center of Nibbana. In the center of the one who knows, the one is capable immeasurably, including all the Buddhas, all the silent Buddhas, and all the enlightened beings. All of them are the one who will practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be free, far and away from impurity, sorrow, all of them. That's why they are able to liberate from the cycle of rebirth, attaining the Nibbana residing in Ayatana Nibbana. But even though they liberate from the cycle of existence already, even though they haven't left completely, they're still helping and supporting humanity and every life with the method of bringing all the being to be in their center, because they are the one who knows, the one who's capable immeasurably. When they bring every being to be in their center, that are living in any being who are living with the wholesomeness that are universal, the flow of good energy from the most refined deep down in Nibbana will flow into the center of their mind, their body, and cleanse the their elements to be clean, pure, and bright. The triple gem will appear bright in their center. All of this, even though, regardless they believe in Buddhism or not, or if they have no religion at all, every being will get protected, looked after from the triple gem and Nibbana, all without discriminating. No one left behind. No matter what religion, what nationality, what ethnic they are the one with utmost compassion, equally to all. While we are, the flow of energy is still flowing inside our body. The Nibbana then bring the good energy that flows in to cleanse and purify completely, and cleanse, helping us to be pure and liberated continuously from one dimension to the next dimension. The proportion of the good, our good nature then increases. The proportion of the bad nature then will decrease. They are helping the Buddha and help and support us, cleansing all the impurities, sorrow that will create suffering, chaos, confusion, hardship, difficulties now for our life in the more tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. From heavy to light, from light to non-existence. Even though we die, we will go to a good place. There are so many good and great things happening at a time that the Buddha have fixed, help elevate us. Every day after we have finished our mission, our responsibilities in life, by conducting right livelihoods, taking care our family, and everyone in our life. In each day, in the afternoon, we will then take shower, take care of our body. After finish that, at night we then come here to practice meditation, practice right mindfulness by intending to know for the self-awareness sati to arises. Bring in the good energy in to power and run the good system that fix and improve our elements to be clean, pure, and bright. For us to liberate from one dimension to the other and other dimension continuously. At the same time, the one who knows and is capable of them then come together to uh, all the triple gem, all the being inside Nibbana come down to help and cleanse you continuously. The impurities, the sorrow that will create suffering, disasters, illness in the future will be cleansed out. Uh, Once we have done these wholesome action for ourselves, we then take this time to create wholesomeness, to be upon other people and other beings by simply practicing loving kindness. Loving kindness here is the bright, free, clear, and bright. It's a tool that the good nature uses. It's a tool for those with lots of good energy to use to help and support everyone, every being. For those with lots of good energy, to help and support those with not a lot of good energy. By simply intent easily, love and the well wishes to be upon ourselves. That's it. Instead of loving kindness will appear bright in the center of our mind, our body. But loving kindness have different quality. It's a tool with different quality. That's why great teachers and Master Long Pu have taught that. Let us bring the mind of a mother that filled with love and well wishes toward her young children. Bring that mind up in our mind, because the mind, because this mind that's filled with loving kindness is the mind that is the loving kindness that have utmost a lot of good quality, so much that even their own life could be given to their child. That's why let's bring the mind of the mother filled with love and kindness to her young children. Bring this mind up in our mind. Once once you have set up in your mind, love and kindness, which is a clear bright sphere, one arises in our mind, our body will shines bright. The flow of good energy once flow in from the center of the brightness of our loving kindness continuously. A loving kindness will then bring in the power of the good energy called punya, bring it into Dhamma can only arise in one place at the mind. Once it arises in the mind, it will then bring in the good energy to flow in from the center of the brightness of that property, that Dhamma. Loving kindness now then shines bright, cleansing the mind, the body to be clean, pure, and bright. And then we expand our mind that filled with loving kindness, expand them far and wide to cover the whole resident, the whole home and residence that we are living in. Love and kindness then shine clear and bright, cleansing everyone, every being to be clear, pure, bright. May humanity and all life be free from suffering, be happy thoroughly. We expand our mind that filled with love and kindness, expand them far and wide toward the environment of the universe, covering big and small planets alike, of tens of hundred, thousand, 10,000, 100,000s of stars and planets, millions of stars and planets, and expand our mind far and wide. For this whole world expanded continuously toward the universe. Our mind expand, gradually expand, clear, lively, vast, open, spacious, light, and comfortable. From this universe, we then expand to other universes. May humanity in all life be free from suffering, be happy thoroughly. Include all the earth spirits, all the tree spirits, all the wind spirit, all the angels, all realms of heaven, all the Brahman and Rupa Brahmas, including hell being, hungry ghost monsters and animal. May all these life and being be free from suffering, be happy thoroughly. Our love and connection shines clear and bright to the center of our, in the center of all being, cleansing impurities, anger, hatred that are uh, hatred to cleanse them all away. The good nature will then use this auspicious occasion here to come and inside the mind of every being. Each one have their own. The good nature of each person come into their own. Possess the mind of that person, of that being, and then bring in good energy to power and run the good system to improve and fix the physical and mental elements inside to be clean, to be pure, to be clear. Sensing to be clear and liberate, liberate from one dimension to other dimension continuously. There are so many great and wonderful things happening every time that we share loving kindness. In every dimension that we liberate will be resources that are better waiting for you. Uh, Good energy that's more pure. Every time we do wholesomeness, this good energy that appear have a much better purity, much more pure than much more holy and sacred. Much more holy and sacred, then it means that have more capability that able to cleanse impurities and sorrow. At the making it efficient and capable for making out fruit, as well as refined treasures and fortunes that come together, come at the center of the bright, clear energy. Be much more grand, much more refined, higher, more value, and the karmic rewards are also much more grand than before too. There are so many great and wonderful things happening. These resources are waiting for you in every dimension that that's refined, that's much more refined than the one we have now. Not only that, love and kindness also cleanse every particle, every molecule of the environment, all the earth, fire, water, space, air, clouds, mountains, hills, sea, ocean, forest, hill, all the vegetation, vegetation and plants, trees, grasses, including all the buildings, furnitures, all clear and bright, clear, clean, pure, so that it can be a environment that for everyone, every being to suitable for them to live, to stay. Which you see that every time that we practice loving kindness, there are so many great and wonderful things happening to the world and universe. Any being who bring value and benefit to the world and universe, those beings have the right to use the resources of the world and universe. And bring our mind to a stop, to a still in the center of the loving kindness that is clear and bright. The flow of energy is still flowing, streaming in from the center of the brightness of loving kindness continuously. Well, then she will share this merit toward our ancestors. Share this merit toward humanity and everyone, every being, including our ancestors, our relatives and family. May humanity and everyone, every being have a part of this merit that we all here have practiced, including and our ancestors, our relatives, our father, mother, siblings, our grandparents, aunt, uncle, including our company, our people, great teachers and masters who are benefactors, guardian, and our the angels and spirits look after us. Every being that we trespass and those who seek vengeance against us, may we all forgive one another and may they all receive the fruit of this merit thoroughly, equally. Well then, think of your merits. The flow of good energy that's still flowing in from the center of our mind. Will then stop and still in the center of the flow of the good energy. The center of brightness, center of purity, center of brightness of the stream of good energy. Soak inside the center of the bright sphere of good energy. Bring our mind to a stop, to a still, to the center of the triple gem. The center of the Buddha gem, center of the Dhamma gem, and center of the Sangha gem. And stop and still in the center of great teachers and masters. In the center of the most refined Dhammaka body of Luang Pu. And stop and still in the most refined Dhammaka body of Luang Po. And stop and still in the most refined Dhammaka body of Kunyajan. Two Kunyajans. Our mind is the element of success. Whatever you intend the mind to do, the mind will make it a reality. It is necessary for us to fuse and merge together our seven triple gem and great teachers and masters. For us and for them to be one entity, one being. Because they have immeasurable help us immeasurably. Always looking caretaking care of us of every single millisecond, never ending, never stopping, even though we are sleeping or awake or doing other things. But they are still looking, taking care, look after, finding ways to seize the moment to take over the mind, to point and guide us to do only wholesome deed, to bring in the good energy, to cleanse and purify, helping, creating purification and liberation continuously. And for great teachers and masters, they always looking after and taking care of us every time we practice meditation. They cleanse and purify us. Every time we practice loving kindness, they also help us to be able to help and benefit as much as the maximum as much as possible. When we think of them will appear clear and bright in their center, they will appear clear and bright in our center, and both we and them will appear bright in the center of the being in the Nirvana, in the center of all the knowing one, all the powerful one. Immeasurable number of them will then take this auspicious occasion here to make a resolution to ask for a wish from the Triple Gem and for our wholesome aspirations to accompany the bright good energy. For the entire of this path of accumulating merge and perfection from this moment onward, filled with knowledge, coupled with purity and happiness, as well as success and fulfillment, all things wholesome and beautiful. May all ask for merge, virtue, radiant power, strength, right authority, supreme absolute force of all the Buddhas in entire Nibbana, as well as merit and perfect หลวงปู่หลวงพ่อคนจะ and คุณยายอาจารย์ may all these merit perfection come together to accumulate all the merits and perfection that we all have diligently been accumulating ever since the very first lifetime up until this present moment. May all these merit and perfection all come together to be sacred, be holy, be powerful, have power, strength, right authority, and absolute force. To purify our thoughts, speech, and action, feeling, perception, mental formation, consciousness, fire, water, earth, wind, air, heart and soul to be clear, bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. May we all be free from all the bad karma, dispelment, bad energy, all the problem obstacle may all be completely eradicated, including all the greed, hatred, delusion, lust, unknown, wrong will, ego, craving, clinging complete entirely. May we all be completely eradicated. May all of us have the eyes of wisdom to attain thoroughly in Dhammaka knowledge, complete in the threefold knowledge, eightfold knowledge, six supernatural powers, four analytical knowledge, eight liberation, and 15 mode of conduct completely, entirely. May we have good health, long life, longevity, to accumulate and perfection for the rest of our life until we reach our destination. May we have immeasurable um, motivation to accumulate and perfection head straight to the path of enlightenment and utmost of Dhamma. No matter where we travel to, may we have only luck, met with only safety, be the loved ones of human and angels alike. May we have the bright sphere of wisdom to understand thoroughly in Dhamma of the Buddha, thoroughly in Dhammaka knowledge. No matter what business, activity, project that we gonna do, may all be prosperous, be successful. May the fruit beyond our dreams, imagination, estimation, beyond what could possibly be. May we have immeasurable wealth and resources, never depleting every in time to conduct acts of kindness and generosity, never endingly. Once we have them, may we not be stingy, but bring all of them to conduct greater acts of generosity. Once it's our time to bid for farewell from this world. May we be reborn in the fourth of heaven, in a special community in the Bodhisattva realm. Once our time to be reborn again to accumulate mercy and perfection, may we be reborn in a right view family, a Dhammaka family, a crystal family, an example from the whole world, a loving, caring family, complete with utmost of physical treasures, utmost of material treasure, people treasure, material treasure, and also happiness, wealth, ranking, title, prestige, recognition, Dhammaka, knowledge, and enlightenment. May we have sacred, holy, powerful, good energy, able to recollect our past life, the moment that we were born and born together with a crystal clear, bright Dhammaka body, able to study the Dhammaka knowledge through the conscious with reality ever since with หลวงปู่และคุณยายอาจารย์ ever since we're young until the rest of our life. May all the bad energy, bad karma that we have mistakenly conducted in the past, ever since the very first lifetime up until this very present moment, may all this demerit never catch up to us, never have opportunity to bear fruit, and may they all be forever forgiven. May we no longer conduct unwholesomeness in our thoughts, speech, and action. May all the good energy that we have diligently been accumulating thus far, may they all come together to bear fruit sacredly, holy, have power, strength, or authority, superior, absolute force, and bear fruit from this one moment onward until we reach utmost of Dhamma. May all of our wholesome aspiration and resolution, may all become reality. May they all come true. And may they all bear fruit to all of us from this very moment onward and every lifetime ahead until we reach the utmost of Dhamma. With immeasurable capabilities of all the Buddhas and all Nibbana, may every single one of our wholesome aspiration and resolution all come true. สัพเพพุทธาภลปตาปัจเจกานันเจยังพลังอรหันตานันจเตเชนะระฆังพันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเตสาธุ May we slowly and gently open up our eyes. Hello everyone, how's everyone today? Anyone would like to share their experiences first? I'd like to ask Tina, how's your meditation today?
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you for asking. My meditation today was okay
Mm-hmm.
because I can use my tools, and the most of the time I could hold me in balance. I was stable. I was
Sadhu.
stable, and so yes, it's okay, and I'm happy. So.
Okay, Sadhu, thank you for sharing. Then Pierre, how's your meditation today?
Hey, Lumpy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's just again these last couple meditation sessions have been very. Like, I'm just getting very clear. I guess you could say instructions or like little tips from the good system.
Mm,
Um, like today it was a matter of changing the visual object, keeping it still at the center, but instead of holding on to trying to imagine a sphere, which is a little challenging for me.
mm,
It gave me another idea of imagining a lotus with a jewel or a gem inside of the lotus, and that was
mm,
very, very vivid. And I was able probably to hold my awareness and my center longer than I've ever had been in the past. Um,
mm,
and then, yeah, it's just, then even in the metta practice, um, was very, very, I guess you can say. I do have
mm,
a question regarding it. Just as far as when we're imagining bringing our awareness inside of the sphere that is metta, is it okay to hold that sphere, the awareness of that sphere in our heart center? Because that for me feels most natural.
mhm.
Yeah.
Um, mm, we we just intend like that. Nah. Um, some can feel it, some cannot feel it. That's okay. When we keep our mind where we feel comfortable, and then instruct our mind to do that, and let the mind do it. Let the mind do it itself, and we just keep being at the point where we're comfortable. Mm. Does it make sense, Pierre?
Anjay.
Okay. Good. All right. And lastly, for Pierre, one more because your good is protecting you, no? You're gonna ordain very soon, coming here too. So good is looking after you very much. In Thai culture, before we ordain, actually, some place a month before they ordain, had to be in a temple because this is a very big merit to ordain, very big merit to become. It's not part of Triple Gem, supporting the Triple Gem, but we, as a monk, now become the part of the Triple Gem. So therefore, in Thai culture, we say that you have to come to the temple as quick as possible, or else then bad thing may happen to prevent you from doing this merit. That's why some tradition tell the people to come 1 month before ordination day, so they are safe in the temple premise. Some place go 1 week. Some people are gonna ordain, and then suddenly before ordination, get hit by a car, hit by a bus, all that stuff. So it's something that in Thailand we hear many stories like this. When you're gonna do something good, the bad nature try everything to prevent it. So the good nature is protecting you. Go take care of yourself. Everything will be okay as long as you're in a good system. Other people that I mentioned, they don't take care of themselves. They just do whatever they want. That's why there's an opening. So don't worry about it. All right, and lastly, Miss Bearhus, how's your meditation?
Not very, nothing much to say about it. But glad to see everyone here. And it's a very interesting thing to sit like at the moment. Here we are. I sit in the room with Prajan, or Jimmy sits in another room, and I have Jimmy on the headphones. But so I get to hear the Thai and the English right after each other at the same time. And it's a very unique opportunity. So I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for coming.
All right. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, if not, then thank you everyone very much for coming, for joining. Take care. I'll see everyone again tomorrow. Same time. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.